I'm here today to talk to you in reference to the upcoming proposal for bring Petra in. I opted to do this because that's how I found the church. I'm a person who, you all know, big on music. I turned to music when I was 12 years old when my father passed away. That's what kept me on the straight and narrow. I listened to music. I searched it for comfort, for that feeling. And through the years, God spoke to me through the music. That's how I became a musician. That's where my passion is, because music is so strong that it moves people. You can find comfort in every song, depending on what you're feeling at that time. And so when I first found Petra and White Cross, I found where I belonged, because I used to go to all the secular music concerts that were the same type of music, but I always seemed like the one sober person who always ended up somebody wanting to pick a fight with. So I left that world because I found what I needed in the Christian music. That was my comfort. That's where God was drawing me. So as we think about the possibility of bringing Petra back again, I want you to reflect on what happened the last time, how the show how it affected us all and what we saw. It was big. It was something I'd not seen in Cincinnati for a long time, because nobody else is doing this. And it is the one surefire way to get youth into the church, is to bring the music. Petra's been around for years. I, for one, saw him at UD Arena at a sold-out crowd, and Hare Arena. And I remember fighting the crowds to get in and see him. The message is strong. That message is what made me come here with the last show, and I found a home. Our family found a home in this church. Otherwise, we would have never really found this place. So I came here. We immediately hit it off. I met everybody that first day because I came in early. Being friends at White Cross, I was here for sound. I met everybody here. Everybody in this church was super nice to me. They made me feel at home. I felt like I already belonged. Sorry, Rowan, you were the first person I interacted with that day. So, but yeah, I mean, everybody was super nice, and it gave me a sense of belonging. So that's why I'm here today, is because you guys made me feel like I was home. And so while we think about bringing Petra again, I want you to think about how that brings so much exposure in the community. We've got a picture of that show that I took from the stage, looking back out over the audience. And just the sheer volume of people in that picture that came to that show, those are lives being touched through the music, the gospel. So every person here has that connection with God because they're here for that music in that show. And what live music can give you is, at least for me, is a natural high. I had plenty of opportunities as a kid to get mixed up in wrong things, but I didn't. I turned to the music. God guided me through the music, and He still guides me through the music today. So as we think about it, just remember this picture and all those lives that are being touched, and what it means to the community. If we can do events like this, and not just concerts, we can have more conferences. It's getting our church exposed to the community. We talked about guest speakers yesterday that we'd like to bring in to preach, that we know you guys would probably love. And we talked about possible or other conferences. So as you think about this, try to focus on the good for the community and for the souls that could be saved by the young people coming in. And as they come in, pray they find a home just like I did.